Hello, everyone. Welcome to another Friday follow-up in that continuing journey of accountability. Today's chat is easy and difficult at the same time. And I'm going to jump right in and let you folks know how I'm doing on my journey of accountability. And last night, I had another gain. I gained 1.6 pounds for the 8th weigh-in in a row. This has never happened to me in my 20 years as a TOPS member. And I'm gonna say I really don't know what's going on, but we've got to be honest. I knew I had a gain last night, but before I even walked into the meeting. I had a school board meeting last night, and I just had just a few minutes to run in, get away in, and get to the school. And knowing that I had a gain, I was thinking, why bother? Well, I needed that accountability, and I'm glad that I did go to the meeting, and I went in and I weighed and faced the scale, got the gain, and as I was leaving the room, my chapter leader stopped me and asked me how I did. And I told her, I said, had another gain and just trying to figure things out. And we had a very, very honest conversation. It wasn't a chapter leader talking. It wasn't the president of TOPS talking. It was two TOPS members grasping reality that, yeah, we're both having a rough time. And she said, a lot of people would probably give up at this point. And she says, I know you're not going to give up, and you just got to keep on trying to figure out what's going on. And that was an honest comment. So, she could have said, yeah, no problem, it's going to be all right, that. No, she was being honest. So it kind of, as I'm running off to the school board meeting, I got to thinking, is a little fib okay? Would it have worked if she would have said, oh, don't worry about it, Rick, and saying that, Rick, you got to figure this out, but I know you can do it. So I got to thinking, have I been honest with myself over the past couple of months? Have I really said, yeah, I'm doing what I need to do, and hey, it'll get there sooner or later? So I went back and I reflected, looking at what I had put down in my journals. And I was eating late at night. Not sleeping gives you more time to eat. And so I, this week I said, no more eating after 8 o'clock, and that's a good thing. I said I was going to move more. Well, I've moved more, but I haven't moved enough. And I think sometimes I will fib to myself, where I'm thinking, oh, I'm just going to have this today, and I've got another 6 days to worry. Don't have to worry about the scale. And I think one little fib can lead to another. Now, I think we all tell a little fib every now and then. And, I have often made comments where you can find all kinds of lists in Google. I just wonder sometimes who has time to put all these lists together. But some common fibs are, gee, officer, I really didn't know how fast I was going. Or, yeah, that haircut really looks good on you. So, we all tend to do it. But are we really helping other people or ourselves? And frankly, we can only worry about ourselves. So I reflected a lot on the way to the school board meeting last night. And when I got home and started thinking, I just got to be more honest with myself. There's a gentleman who's been posting some great pictures, sharing his walk that he's doing, and he set that goal high. Doug, I believe his name. Sorry if I got it wrong. I'm going to try to get a hold of him. I'd like to have a Friday chat with him sometime, because he's being honest. He's saying, everybody, hey, I'm doing these walks and I'm going to have this accountability, and I'm going to get all these steps in. In my mind, I say I'm going to do better tomorrow, but am I fibbing myself? I think the scale is showing that. I tried this week not weighing myself every other day, which I had gotten into that habit just to see if that made a difference. It didn't. Some people it does. I kind of chuckle, and that's an honest response, folks. I kind of chuckle when I see folks commenting about, well, we're not encouraging weigh-ins or something like that. And I'm thinking, no, that's always been there. If I had chose to go to a meeting and said, I'm not going to step on that scale, it's my choice. It's always been there in the Bill of Rights. The only thing we did is remove a penalty for it. Because let's say I know, I'll be honest with you folks, I know I've been dealing with mild depression for a while now. Well, let's just say I just said, I just can't face the scale and I'm just going to stay away. But then I go to this, I get the support and I kind of get my head back straight, get into the game, and I go through, and then I have a great loss at the end of the year. Why should I be penalized because I stepped away from the scale for 4 or 5 weeks? Not recommending it, but we all go through different stages of life. So let's be honest with with ourselves, is that life happens. Pandemics, yeah, we know about those. Loss of loved ones, we really know about those. And things happen to us. We just have to be honest with it. And I thought I was being honest, but one little fib can lead to another fib. Or you say, well, I kind of said that, or I did this and didn't get, quote, caught. So another one, I'll try again. It piles up. And it's all kind of weird things. I found out that I don't need to step on the scale each day to see how my progress is going. My belt tells me that. My shirts that all of a sudden in the past 2 months that I were wearing before don't fit great. They fit, but not great. So if somebody says, geez, Rick, you look good in that shirt, they're fibbing. I know I don't look good in that particular shirt. It's a little bit tight. The button is straining against it. So, it's these things that we need to pick up on. We just got to be honest. Something else is that always kind of gets to me, and I know it's not probably fair, but it's honest. I am worried. I was hoping memberships would come right back as the pandemic waned, but all we need is one news broadcast to say that the different variant is coming, or a state or province is shutting back down for several weeks because of the numbers going up, and it influences our membership traffic, if you will, and that causes stress, just because as an organization, I want us all to do better. I want us all to grow as an organization. The more people in this fight against obesity is the better, because it has more capabilities of offering support. No one person has the answers. It's all of us together that comes up with the answer. So consequently, the more people involved, the better chance we have to find the answers that we need to get through another cycle, another week, from one way in to the next. So I'm gonna say that I am gonna try, and I thought I was, but I'm gonna try to be more honest with myself. That when I get on the scale and there's a gain, and I'm not gonna say like, gee, I don't know how this happened. I know how it happened. And I quipped one time that, if a weight recorder had a nickel for every time he or she heard, I don't know how that happened, that person would be a rich person. So I'm going to honestly say, folks, that I'm going to try to do better this week. I have said stopped eating after 8 o'clock. I've got to find ways to walk more. I am trying to run up and down the stairs more often. I did it last year. I started last year in 2021 with great gusto. And somewhere along the line, it kind of faded away late in 2021. Call it fatigue, trying to get back out into what I want to go back is the old normal. I really don't want the new normal. Trying to find things to do with Ann to go traveling, but it's kind of scary because not that I don't mind traveling. Matter of fact, I will be going back to headquarters at the end of the month. It's the uncertainty of, yeah, we're going tomorrow, but all of a sudden something gets rescheduled. So, we will continue on the journey. There's something that we can't reschedule, and that is our weigh-ins. We've got to be accountable to ourselves, and whether you use a scale or a belt or a shirt, we all know how we're doing if we're just honest with ourselves. We'll see you next Friday.